Hi guys. Hi guys. Welcome back to another live stream. Today, guys, will be of course guys doing my Beatles book collection. I'm not gonna show all my Beatles books. I have right here. You guys can see all my Beatles books I currently source. Some of these are mainly biographies. Of course, in one minute we will show the first book, into the last book, the controversial book, of course. Of course, I'm so excited to show you guys my Beatles books, of course. In 1 minute, we're going to show them. What we have, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books. I really have more somewhere on my shelf. On my Beatles shelf, it will take too long to get all of them out. Of course, I'm so excited to show you guys my Beatles book collection. Of course, these Beatles books are very on the point now. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. First up, we have the library copy of The Beatles, the biography from Bob Spitz, of course, from 2005. This was a very interesting book. I've read it once. Here's the fun cover. It's from the Oakwood Village Library and Art Center. It's new to August 2006. Maybe it was according to 2005, probably. Here's the front. Spine. There's the biography. It was in the section was in 72.4, 2166. And here's the back. Is a course a biography. This page is, oh god, look at this one. This page is about to fall off. This book is of course be on the biopic coming on 2028. This book will be based on the biopic will be based on this book. Of course. Next up, this is a movie book called The Beatles at the Movies from 1996. I believe so, or 1995. Yeah, 1996. This is, of course, on their movies. Like Hard Day Night, Help, Magical Mystery Tour, The Yellow Submarine, and Let It Be. Nice back cover. Really love this one. Of course, talked about mainly about the Beatles movies. Like, it's a great book. Very well done. Next up, we have Phil Norman's revised version. Revised and updated Phil Norman Shout from 1981. This came in with 1981. This is a 2x5 reprint by him. With a nice back cover. It's of course with the Beatles front cover and with the Beatles back on the back. Of course, it's of course this came out in 2005. It was I believe in the 2005 they updated with the Death of Drawers. Next up is my own copy of The Beatles, the biography from 2005 as well. This is one of my favorite Beatles books in my collection. Of course, I'm reading on. I'm on the halfway, 20 pages in already. Very well made. For next up, we have this is from The Last Days of John Lennon. From here, this is out controversial. Came out in 1991. Nice photo of Johnny Yoko. There's a nice photo of them from 1979, year before John Scranton murder. Of course, it's not a great book. Don't get it. And Paul controversial. I believe it was very controversial. Next up, we have James Patterson book, The Last Days of John Lennon from 2020. This, of course, is a biography on John's last days on here on the planet Earth. That's a piece, of course, of him. We miss him. For this book, is of course a hardcover. So probably is a paperback, probably. I don't read this. I read it once. I bought it once from the library, and I didn't. So it was like, I don't know why they made it in the first place. It's I don't want to read it. It shows someone's name. They just show someone's name in it. Or this book came out in a month. What day? What year? 2020. This book came out 6 years ago. This book came out. The Last Days of John Lennon. If you have this book, I'm gonna read it again. Next up, we have the original print of Shout from 1981. I got this today. This is my birthday, of course. This is Shout from 1981. This is the original release. I do have the revised version. I'm gonna do a comparison onto this. This is, of course, the original 1981 book of Shout by Phil Norman. He really doesn't care about McCartney. I don't know why. Of course, this book came out originally. I paid around $9. Came out in copyright 1981. Shout came out. This book is interesting. I believe it was a bestseller at the time in 81. This book is, of course, on the Beatles story. And there's the back. I do have the revised version of Shout and got the original print of Shout by Phil Norman. I read it once, and I remember reading before I got this one, of course. I remember reading it. Going to my record store, got the book, buy it, and I read it like the next day. I finished like a week later. I finished it, and I didn't know there was a first edition, and I had to look for it, and I found it. Shout by Phil Norman from 1981. And now the Toronto Library has the Shout book. I will look in the copies. I will look what branches they have it at. But I tell you guys, I went to the reference library to get. There's a passport called Library Passport, and I got 2 stamps. Yorkville and reference. Here we go. I will look. Okay, found it. First up, we have, of course. We have the revised version. They have the revised version. I'll show you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here is Shout on the Toronto Public Library. This is my original print of Shout from 1981. Here we go. Let's read what it says. In library use only, 1 copy, 1 available, 0 hold. Hold can't be placed on the title. Oh, you can. It updated into Paul McCartney, the deaths of John Lennon and George Harrison. And let's see what branches they have. Let's click it. Here we go. Oh, look at this set. In library use only, the Toronto Reference Library. Oh, you can't take it out. It says status in library use only. It looks like you can't take it out from the reference library. You have to just read it there. Let's see if they have the original version of Shout. You see my Beatles t-shirt. I'm wearing my Abbey Road t-shirt, of course. I love this t-shirt. Of course. This is crazy to find a wisdom print of Shout from 1981. I do have the 2005 revisit. Found him. Okay, what? They have the original print. And they do have the Beatles and Winter Last Hardest Night book. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. It's in the Toronto Public Library. Shout. In library use only, 1 copy, 1 available, 0 home. It's probably. Oh my God! It's not in the regular book. Oh, it's in the stack request. I get out of my first one. It is in the stack request. You have to get it on a stack request to get the book. Of course, you have to do a stack request. That's very interesting. Not like it's not on the regular stuff. You have to do a stack request on this book. There's Shout by Phil Norman. Next up, last week, we have the Chronicles book by Hogan. It is, guys, done to them. The Lies of John Lennon from 1988. The controversial book about him from the 80s. Came out before the documentary film Imagine John Lennon. Yep, this is a book I have in my collection. Albert Goldman's The Lives of John Lennon. I don't want to read this anymore. I'm never telling you, this book is a collector's item. The Lives of John Lennon. I don't know if you read this. I had nightmares reading this once. Not the author. Not John Lennon, one. Of the author. The author died. It tells a lot. Look at this. It's all busted lies. There it is. There's all my Beatles books I own. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Probably be a live video tonight. I'm going to see what I got for my gifts, of course, for my birthday. And I'll see you guys there. It'll be at 8 p.m. probably. Thank you guys. Bye.